Well, we just found out we're both 6s, and I figured I would have been just a little higher. Things have gotten reverse roles here lately, and I figured I would have been a lot more freakier than he is. So.
Because that's what you're experiencing in your regular life?
Yes, well, because I want it all the time, and he is now like done. When we first got together, he always wanted it, and I was like, oh, come on, not so much, and now it's totally reversed. We have 2 kids, and I always want it, and he's, I'm so tired, get off of me, go.
Okay.
So,
all right.
I was definitely surprised we're the same.
Well, so here's the thing. This is your, freak number, your attitudes towards sex, what you're willing and not willing to do.
Yeah.
So the cool part is that you guys have a great infrastructure for your sex life, right? You're really well matched in terms of adventurousness and being willing to step outside the back. Excuse me, let me say, you're really well matched in terms of adventurousness and being able to step outside the box, right? Yes. So that's the good news. It sounds like what you're struggling with is a difference in sexual desire, right?
Yes.
Right? So it's not so much your freak number, which is cool that you're well matched. It's how do you now translate that into a more frequent sex life. So why do you think that you're less interested in sex?
I'm just tired all the time. I work constantly. I just get stressed when I get home. If it ain't the kids wanting my attention, it's my wife wanting the attention. I just really get
You're overwhelmed.
I mean, I work a lot.
Very special man in our house.
And by the
everybody
time it
wants
comes
him.
to it, I mean, it's either a debate. I'm going to be late for work.
And start a day off stressful.
Or stay awake, stay awake for an extra half an hour and be late for work, or go to bed.
Yes.
And, be still stressed, but it's
and the one thing that has been shown to decrease a man's libido, or the biggest thing, there are other things, is work or money related stress. That seems to hit them right between the legs. And negatively affects their sex drive. So there may be some of that going on. But there are a couple of things that you guys could do if you're willing that I think would allow for some frequency. It's probably going to mean less sex than you would like, but my guess is that if you do these things, you're not going to want sex as much, because I'm thinking that you're wanting the sex because it's a way to feel connected to him. It's a way to feel seen by him. It's a way to feel tuned into by him.
Finally have his attention.
Right. It's not really about this intense horniness that you have.
Exactly.
Right? So let's see what other ways we can create that. And the way that you create that in this scenario, part of that is, I think, in giving you some space to decompress. So for a lot of men in your situation, when you come home, when he comes home at the end of the night, and it's counterintuitive because you've all been waiting for him to come home.
Yes.
But if you give him 30 minutes to go into his cave, and just have a beer,
have his unwind time,
get grounded, get centered, he will come back so much more energized and so much more present for the two of you. And more focused. But the two of you need to really make your relationship a priority. Are you going on any date nights?
Here recently we're kind of...
only here recently, because my luck kind of turned on the radio. I've been able to win tickets and family members since I've gotten the opportunity. They're like, well, we'll watch the kids for you, but other than that, it has swindled very hard.
So what I would love to see you do is plan a weekly date. It doesn't have to be at night, but if you could get pockets of 2 to 4 hours of time, maybe you create, I've had lots of couples create a babysitting pool with their neighbors where we're going to watch your kids for 4 hours one Saturday, you watch our kids for 4 hours another Saturday, but you get pockets of 4 hours a week where it's just the two of you, and you're doing something, not going to a movie and tuning out from each other, but you're doing something that you really enjoy. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Go for a walk, sit on the back porch, whatever
we love
it is.
To do.
But really spend that, because if you invest, if you get really present with her and look her in the eye and can connect with her, she's going to be so much less demanding of you and so much less of a nag about this. And I want you to...
I don't know.
Well, if not, you call me and we'll talk more about it, okay? But I think this will really help, and also to make a sex date. So you know at least once a week that you can count on that. It could be at the time you have your regular date or another time, but you know you can count on that. If it happens another time, that's icing on the cake. Okay, but you can at least know.
Give it a pinpoint.
Yeah, and you know that, and then you can lay off a little bit. Yeah. And you can know when you need to kind of get into the mindset, and I think it will probably work a lot better. And it's just, you know, you're in the trenches now with 2 small kids, and this is part part of parenthood, is figuring out how to navigate and negotiate around it, where you still, because what your kids need more than anything else is the 2 of you strong together.
Yes. We're their role models, and we really want to continue that for the rest of our lives. I know he's my soulmate. I don't want to live my life without him, and I know sex is a very important area to keep it going for the rest of the life.
And the other thing that will make a huge difference, I bet, for him, and I find this to be true with most men who are stressed out like he is make it a point to give him 5 genuine expressions of appreciation every single day, because guys in his position who are feeling it like they are feel the weight of the world on their shoulders. And not that you don't need appreciation too, you do, but when you can
need it just as much,
thank him, and you do it to her too, but when you can thank him for the things he's already supposed to be doing, or tell him how great he looks, or tell him what a good job he's done at something, that goes so far. And you, sir, should probably do some stress reduction. So whether that's regular exercise, most major CEOs of major corporations now regularly meditate. It's become extremely mainstream in corporate America.
I'm the boss at work, so I bring my stress right back home.
So learning to meditate, if you look that up, if you check that out, I'm telling you, your executive functioning will be better, your brain function will be better, your stress will be down, and you'll be a better leader. And that's what most major company heads are doing now, because they're recognizing the science behind it.
It brings a lot to you, it gives a lot.
I've recently been waking up in the mornings with him to take him to work, just so we can get that extra 30 minutes without the kids and just try and connect. Because, well, maybe it's not just the intimacy, maybe it is just the connection, and I just want your attention.
That's right.
I know when we're intimate, it's the only attention we get without the kids.
Else.
Yeah, the kids really get locked out then.
So it's about finding those pockets of time, and it's not going to be enough for you. Because there just isn't enough time, and it's probably going to be a little more than you have to give right now, but it's all going to get better.
Yes.
This is about just keeping the maintenance going between the 2 of you while you're down in the trenches during this tough early child rearing years, and as they get older and more independent, as long as you keep the connection going, you just build on that as they get older.
Wonderful.
Okay?
Definitely do that.
Any other questions?
Because parents don't come with they don't tell kids how to love. And well, at least my parents didn't. But
that's why we want to try and stay connected that way.
You're really their model of what a loving relationship looks like and feels like, and they watch and study and pick up on every little nuance.
Yes.
So the more appreciative, connected, tuned in you can be to each other, the more fun. I bet you're not having a lot of fun time together.
No. Well,
we try on Sunday Fun Day,
but I mean together, not just with the kids.
No.
But you remember playing together before the kids?
Oh, yes.
We had a great time before.
Yeah. So 4 hours a week. That's it. 4 hours a week of playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
We definitely need to. Thank you.
All right. You guys keep me posted on how you're doing, okay?
Definitely. Thank you.
All right. Good luck.